Yo, what's good, everybody? I'm back. You're back. We're back. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm super behind. Hope you, your family, friends, loved ones are doing well today on this Tuesday, as we are hopefully preparing to get some wins tonight on Dinger Tuesday. Yeah, I got my thumbnail all wrong. This has just been a bit of an interesting start because my laptop sucks and it was taking forever to get to this point. And like I said, I messed up my thumbnail. Didn't even notice that I messed up my thumbnail until after the fact, but it's too late now. I'll fix it after the stream. Hopefully my laptop will allow me to. But we're here, we're live, and we are hopefully getting ready to get some wins as these games are literally getting ready to start within the next 10 minutes. As I always say, go follow me over on Twitter or X, if X will pop up, at Vortex46 for all of my picks for today. Hope you all had a good weekend, good Monday, good enough Tuesday today. Work was busy for me and all of that, so I'm glad that I am literally at the halfway point of almost being off on my next day off on Friday. Can't wait. Just talking to my homie about going to go check out that Fantastic Four on Friday. Come on. I'm gonna let that spin. But yeah, I got a few picks in for today. I literally just posted on my Twitter a 3-leg home run ticket. Almost forgot the couple of batters that I was going to put in, but I am glad that I was able to get that in just before Here goes my laptop. Let's see if it'll do. Nope, not doing that either. So we just gotta wait. Yeah, because I had to exit out of Microsoft, the site, then pull this back up. I went to go hit start streaming. OBS pulled up this error that I've been recently getting. Again, this is all due to my laptop being crappy. It took forever for my thumbnail to upload or download or whatever. That I messed up on. I wasn't paying attention on what I was typing. I think it was because I was on the phone with my boy, and we were talking about some stuff, and I was in the middle of doing a thumbnail, and I'm like not paying attention to what I was typing, so I accidentally, I got my all right, so I got my thumbnail right. I had the title in my stream wrong. That's what I messed up on. So the thumbnail was right, but the title I had to fix. So there's that. And like I said, my laptop was just being crappy. Here it goes again. So I do have 2 WNBA picks here. Real quick, I got the Chicago Sky hitting over first half points, 34.5, minus 110 over on FanDuel. Last 10 games are averaging just shy of 41 points. They hit this mark 8 out of the last 10 games. Head-to-head matchup against the Lynx, who they're going against, Minnesota. They're averaging 41 against them over the last 6 games, 5-1. And then the Lynx are actually 7-3 to literally allowing their opponent to score on them, which includes, again, the Chicago Sky. 7-3. So hopefully that cashes. Put a few bucks on that ticket. And then this other ticket I put a few bucks on. This one's a minus 102 on FanDuel. Same thing. First half points, Washington Mystics. Under, though, this time. Not over, but under. 41.5 first half points. They're averaging 37 points over the last 10 games. 9-1 to the under. Head-to-head matchup. 4-0 to the under against the opponent. Averaging 36.5. And the Sparks defense are actually, but they're actually 4-6. They've actually allowed 6 of the teams that they've faced off against to actually score over the number. But again, per the head-to-head matchup, the Mystics are actually averaging under the number. So gladly, hopefully that will cash. So this is the 8-leg ticket. Oh, by the way, this is my 3-man for the home run. Naylor, Springer, and Seager to all hit a home run tonight. Hopefully this one will cash. Bo's in the weak spot. I'll go over that in a moment. But this is my 8-leg ticket for 2 total bases. And I actually went back and round robin this actually for a few extra bucks out of my pocket. So hopefully this will cash in full, and I'll get more than what I put down. We'll see what happens. But this is the 8-leg ticket here. I have Stowers, Harper, Bo, Neto, Aranda, Perez, Kurtz, and Goodman. And then two tickets for HRRs, because y'all know me. For those who've been following the channel, HRRs are really where HRRs and total bases really where my stuff is at. 3+ HRRs. All of these cats are either in the weak spot or just per their data on Prop Finder is just pretty much in the position. So Moncada, Springer, and Will Smith. I decided to go on Will Smith. Why? Because he actually woke up last night. He's in a new series against the Twins. His stuff is in the green as far as his data on Prop Finder. I'm going to take a chance. Me and my boy was talking about him earlier today at work. One of my homies who does bets. And he was saying, like, you never know, blah, blah, blah. You know, he just might go out there and handle business for you, blah, blah. I was like, you know what, I'm going to put him on one of my tickets, and I put him on that one. So hopefully Will Smith is going to be on track for this series at least, and he'll get these 3 HRRs. And the other 3 HRR ticket is for Kurtz, Gonzalez, and Stowers. 3+ HRRs. Like I said, both tickets are on DraftKings. Both of these tickets, a lot of the batters' info is in the green. What I was supposed to do and I forgot to do, and I probably can't. Well, maybe. I was supposed to take both tickets and combine them, but you know what? I think I'm just gonna stay with what I have. If they both hit, it is what it is. But I'm just gonna suck that up. So I was supposed to do that earlier in the day. I don't want to try to rush to put anything in, but we move on to the rest of these tickets that we're gonna try to put in for tonight. Probably 2 or 3 tickets. More than likely another 2 total base, and probably more than likely 6 to 8 leg 2+ HRRs. Gonna see if we can cash on something like that. We'll see what happens for the night. But again, these picks are going to be for the 7 o'clocks. Let's go with these first 4 here. Let's see what we can find. So again, I'm hopeful that Aranda will handle business for me on my 1 ticket. He's in the green. Davis has been allowing a lot of hard hits to the left-handed batter, but he's allowing more home runs to the right-handed batter, right? And you got Drew, who's allowing more hard hits to the left-handed batter as well. But again, per the info, I missed out on Toshman 2 days ago. This is going to be my first time actually looking at him. I want to see what's what with his data, because he went yard 2 days ago, and I missed out because I think he came through for me on the 19th, if I remember, but I had something else attached to the ticket that I had him on, and the other batter didn't do, or a couple other batters didn't do with handle the business. So Drew struggles against righties. Tossman is a lefty. He still struggles against lefties though. Because I've been like really like feeling like Toshman can wake up, and he did. 2 out of the last 3 days, he really handled business as far as HRRs. He hit a home run. He hit, at least he had 6 total bases on the 20th. But again, his HRRs were like right there. So he's just one of the batters that I should have taken on a straight bet, but didn't. So Tuesdays he struggled. See, versus righties, he's decent enough. He's 50-50 batting first though. So now it'd be like, oh well, I feel like I missed out here specifically for these last two games. So I kind of feel like I don't want to take him to do anything tonight. Even though his info is like greenish, you know. Let me look at Junior real quick, because I don't think I did. I don't remember looking his way until right now. Okay. This will be an interesting matchup because per the sinker and the slider, Martin actually he's doing really well when throwing the sinker and the slider. So there goes 4-4-4. So see, Junior has a 60% ground ball. So he's pretty much getting singles, he's getting doubles. He has a 60 hard hit, 46 for 47% pull. He is doing well in the month of July. He's 50-50 on Tuesdays though, but he bats really well against righties. And he could be from the 13th forward. He could be on a little trend as you're seeing here, because he didn't get anything on the 13th. He got something on the 8th. He did really well on the 18th per HRR. Didn't do anything on the 19th. He at least had 3 HRs on the 20th. He didn't do anything yesterday. So, if this is a trend, he may get 3 or more HRs tonight. Just kind of just throwing it out there. He only have 1 double though. Look at Yandy. Oh. I didn't know that he went yard yesterday. Okay. So he's 50-50 on Tuesdays. He actually does really well batting second. Look at his OPS, 1.11. OPS is what I look at when I'm taking total bases and HRRs, and maybe every so often, like today, one of those days where I decide to go with a home run ticket. As long as the OPS is 1 point something, like 1.5, 1.10, sometimes it's even higher than that, 13, 1.30, 1.50, 50 or whatever. There are some batters tonight that have an OPS at like 1.5, 1.7. So when you're looking at the OPS information, like say a Ronda, let me see. Like he's been struggling more recently, but I kind of feel like he may do something tonight. I just kind of have that feeling like he probably will get some HRRs. He may hit a home run, because the OPS on top of, the rest of his stuff, as long as it's, 700 or higher, 800, 900. But when it's look at March, he had a 1.58 because he was at bat 9 times in the month of March, and he had 5 hits, literally 0 home runs, but he had 2 runs, 4 doubles. 1 RB. Like, it was still a great batting month for him, and that was his best month of the season. His second best month is May because his OPS is 899. Third would be last month. So it's dipped down now because he's been at bat 54 times and only had 14 hits, only 1 home run, 0.711. But for Tuesdays, his OPS is 1.10, which is great. 3 home runs, 8 runs, 3 baggers, 7 RBIs. He's been walked 8 times. And look at that, 46 at bats. 46 is my favorite number. And then batting versus righties, 11 home runs. His OPS is under the 1 point, but it's still, this is still a great spot, .9912. So he's doing his thing. So that's what I'm saying. He might actually go out here and handle business. And now we can look at the weak spot per this info. Still got a little bit of time. So I'm trying to see if I can put maybe like a 4-leg 3, do like a 4-leg 3 total base slip for the 7 o'clock games. That'll be what probably be best here. Just waiting on my laptop to, kind of catch up here. I apologize for my laptop being rude right now. Now, what I try my best to do, I did it here today. Didn't want to do it, but I try my best not to put the same batter or a batter on the same, on a separate ticket. You know what I mean? Like 2 separate tickets. I try my best not to. It's just better that you just pick a batter, pick a pitcher or whatever, pick a team. You just stick with that one spot and then you just walk away from the table. You put them on that 2-leg, 3-leg, whatever. You just walk away from the table. And then you move on to the other batters. You keep all that stuff separate. So that way, just in case, because again, if one batter does something on 2 separate tickets, but, one of the other batters don't do anything, or 2 of the other batters, whatever. It's just like, just kind of stick with what you have and just hope for the best for that one ticket. And then you move on to 2 other batters, 3 other batters, or whatever. Strikeouts, whatever. Let's see. All right, so I kind of have an idea already for a 4-man slip. So I was looking at Jazz, right? And I forgot to put this on there. Why do I have 5? I need to get rid of that one. There we go. So I was looking at Jazz. Oh, Simpson's in it. So Simpson's been like a sleeper batter, right? Because even around here is when he kind of like did some stuff. And I missed out because I kept looking at his stuff. He was sort of kind of like green. Sort of kind of like looking like he could do something. Whether it was total base or HRR or whatever. And I just didn't put him on the ticket. And as you see, he had 5 on the 18th. 3 on the 19th. So I missed out. But then he's been cold the last 2 games. So I'm kind of curious if he's going to do something tonight. Even with his splits being mostly 50-50. Kind of curious. What is the... per the spot, he's batting first. It's 793 for the OPS, 500 slug. The rest of his stuff is pretty much low, but again, he's facing off against a righty, so he might do something tonight. Like maybe say just 2 HRRs tonight or 2 total bases. He just might do something. He might get a double even. Who knows? All right, so you know what I did not look at, Josh. He's in the 5th spot. So the best spot really technically is like Yandy, because his OPS batting second is 1.11. But again, batting 4th is Junior. The OPS for the pitcher is 1.01. Kind of just curious. And I always bring up the bottom of the second half or the bottom of the batting order. Taylor Walls is in the weak spot. He just might go yard, even with his stuff looking the way that it is, even with his ISO looking the way that it is. Because again, ISO still plays a key role in me taking, say, a batter for total bases or HRR. But per the spot, per 9th, Martin, look at what he's doing per the 9th position. Walls could go out here and hit 2 home runs tonight. You just never know. And Benintini was one of the batters that I was taking a while ago. So Drew sorta kind of been letting hits, sorta. Interesting, don't have any info on him. So I think I'm gonna do. I'm trying to make this a little bit more quicker here. Let me see. No, I think it's gonna be good. I think people pour too much into a trailer, because there's stuff that I never even seen the trailer for and thought it was great, while other people thought it sucked because of what the trailer did. And then I've seen trailers that sucked and the movie was great. Like I'll just be personal real quick. I thought that Fantastic Four, the first trailer, was like mediocre. Like it was like decent, but not great. But then I think like the second or third trailer, I was like, okay, all right, I can see how this probably will be a good to great movie. So I personally believe it's going to be good. So I'm gonna more than likely put. Yeah, let's do. So I'm gonna do Yandy for 3+ total bases, because again I want to be a little aggressive here. So I'm gonna do this over on FanDuel. I gotta re-log in, don't I? Yeah, I do. Like I said, these games are getting ready to start. I want to get this next ticket done as fast as possible. This is gonna be for all the 7 o'clock games that are getting ready to happen in the next 10 minutes. Oh, somebody scored for the Marlins and the Guardians. Let me see real quick. Let me hurry up. Okay, Stowers has 2 HRRs. Ramirez and Lopez scored in the run. They both got 2 HRRs. And then for the Guardians, Ramirez went. Everything was pinpointing for Ramirez to hit a home run tonight, and I didn't even put him down. I should have. I didn't even do it. Because what I'm going to be looking to do moving forward, over the course of the next few weeks, is just take the batters that I feel like are going to hit a home run and just take them in a straight bet. Because I was doing that in the beginning of the season. It was working out. So I'm going to be going back to that. I'm going to be looking to do like more 2-mans than anything. More like 2-mans, but mostly straight bets. Because as I always say, straight bets are where it's at. Straight bets in the long run of things, not just as a capper, but mainly as a bettor. It's just more, it's the safest pick that you can put in, because at the end of the day, the pick is either going to hit or will not hit. You got to remind yourself of that. Accept your losses, because you're going to lose more than you win. And, celebrate your wins when they happen. All right. So I said Yandy. Pulling it up. I don't care that it's a 7. Cause I like to go in like an order, like in the actual order that the games are getting ready to start. But I'll just do. Sometimes it's just like, what, screw it, I don't care. So Yandy, 3+ total bases, plus 190. And then the next one up was crap. Come on, laptop. I didn't mean to. Come on. There we go. So Yandy. Oh, they changed the start time, because it says here 7:05 for this game, but it's actually started at 7:36. Maybe it's due to weather or something. And then this game, I'm gonna do Jazz, because I feel like Jazz is in a spot where he can get 3. He's sort of kind of green against Scherzer. This is me taking a risk because Scherzer is a decent. Yeah. I just mentioned. Yep. I just saw that he did. He's on. He's in form like he should be. He should have been in earlier in the season, but he's finally woken up. You know, what I mean, at the end of this month, finally officially, right? Something was telling me to put Ramirez on the ticket, and I did, or just even take him on straight up bet, and I just didn't. So that's my fault. Okay, Jazz is plus 200 for 3 total bases. I did, but I'll look at him in a moment. So for this game, I was actually looking at. Come on, hurry up! Come on! Like I'm like right there to finalize this pick, like pretty much. My laptop decided it wanted to. There we go. All right, bet. So surprisingly enough, Hop decided to go yard last night. I think he had 5 total bases too. I think he did. Okay. So I was looking at Mike, even just for a home run, for referral. Let's looking at this stuff here. I kind of feel like he can get 3. He's had 3 games over the last 10 where he's had 3 total bases. So I'm just like, but let me look at your boy here. You've had 3. You're struggling though. Trying to hurry up. I just don't know. I don't know if I want to trust. Is it 9? Ronnie. Let me look at Joe. But see, he's 0-5 against Frankie. He still bats well against righties. It's just his batting average is down. He's struggling on Tuesdays. He's actually batting well, batting 5th. So it's either gonna be Mike or to Addison. I kind of just trust Springer more tonight, but we'll see about Barger. All right, yeah, I'm gonna do Mike Trout. Mike Trout, where are you, sir? Plus 195 on FanDuel. Okay. Okay. Oh shoot. OPS, son. Oh, Harris. Alrighty. man. Sheesh. But see, all this info, all this red, he could go yard. He can hit 2 tonight. He literally could. But per that OPS for Acuna. Oh, you got to. All right. I'm going to do Acuna. To be the fastest. I put my last part of my ticket in. He too is also a plus 195. Four leg. This is a 7 plus 7471 FanDuel. Put a quick dollar down to get back 74 bucks. 75, should I say. All right, bet that's in. Yeah, might as well. Oh, my man. Stowers got 2. He got 2 total bases, my man. I need Bryce to get 1 more. Let's go. I got 2. Now I did mention I round robin this ticket. This 8-leg 2+ total bases. So we're going to see what happens. A lot of the batters were in the green. A lot of them. Like, hold on, let me see. Ooh, shoot. Ooh, shoot. I think I can do this. Hold on. I think I can do this real quick. Hold on. Hurry. I got like a minute and a half. Hold on. Hurry up. Barger is his OPS. Look at it. Look at the OPS. And then look at the OPS batting 5th. 1-1. 1-1. I'm gonna take Barger for a straight bet for a home run. Hurry. Because luckily enough, I was on FanDuel. Bam. Got it in. Locked it in. Quick. Because the game's getting ready to start. So, the OPS batting 5th is a 5.0. Basically, 5.00. 4,000 slug. 1-1. Somebody hit a home run. Whomever that was against Cam knocked that out the park. Barger is a lefty, right where he needs to be because his OPS is 1.10. 724 slug, 362 average with a 362 ISO. Barger could possibly get 5+ total bases because he could probably hit a home run plus get an extra hit. He could probably go yard twice. Anything's possible. That's what I want to do. Maybe I'll do that tonight for one of the night games. Now, the homie Nick is not in the weak spot. Nick Kurtz for the Athletics. He's not in the weak spot. But he's taking on Jacob, who, one, still allows a lot of hits. But he still gets strikeouts. But he's struggling against lefties. Who, mind you, Nick Kurtz is a lefty. Batting 3rd specifically. Against the actual order, which is the 3rd spot. He's allowed 2 home runs, 2 baggers. OPS is 731. Still good. All the info per batting, the batter at 3rd, still good. But Nick Kurtz batting 3rd specifically, 390 average, 951 slug, 561 ISO with a 1.40 OPS. I'm telling y'all, this information is the reason why he has hit literally 6 home runs the last 10 games alone. And he has a chance of going yard again tonight against a pitcher that out of 14 at bats he has one hit off of, but he's still, his numbers are low against this specific pitcher. But the data in front of you, like we say when it's pertaining to basketball, ball don't lie. The data does not lie. But at the end of the day, the humanistic side has to play the role, and that is Nick Kurtz going back to back like he did on the 10th and the 11th earlier this month. Why? Because he's super green at night with the OPS at 1.04. The month of July, look at this, freaking beautiful, with his OPS at a 1.39. 945 slug, 364 batting average. On Tuesday, 647 slug, 265 batting average. His OPS is pretty much under the 1.0, but it's a 971. And look at him batting against righties. 307 average, 681 slug with a 1.7 OPS. Your boy is if people were betting on Nick over the last 10 games and they felt like he wasn't going to hit home runs on the 9th, 12th, 18th, and 20th, but they put money on the 8th, 10th, 11th, 13th, 19th, and 22nd. They took the win that they got here on the 8th, put it on the 10th, the 11th, skipped the 12th, put the rest of the wins on the more of the wins on the 13th, the 19th, and the 21st. I'm telling y'all, they would have thousands of dollars in their pocket right now if they really were going with their gut and like, yo, like, I'm just going to skip some of these games because I kind of feel like he's not going to do it, but I'm going to just hold on to my wins. I'm telling y'all, it can happen. Look at his HRRs. He's had, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games where he's had 5 or more HRRs. Total bases, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games with 6 plus, well, 5 or more plus total bases. He actually came through for me yesterday when I put him on the ticket for 5 total bases. It's just that the other batter that I put on the ticket did not come through. So what can you do? This is why I love Prop Finder. I'm glad I came across this info, and I'm glad that they are listening to the people, adding more things, adding more updates. I love it. Now, Langford could possibly do something like, why? Because he is in the 6th spot. It is in the weak spot, right? And he's still at a spot where, again, his OPS is 0.82, even though his ISO is down, but his slug is still 400, 261 batting average. He's been cold, because I was looking at this earlier, but he's 4 and 5 against JT, even though his ISO is down. He's still literally 4 and 5. He's struggling against the pitch mix. So he's green on Tuesdays, 50-50 on nights, struggling at home though. And 50-50 versus righties, but he's green batting 6. So there's a chance that he could still go out here and get, say, 2 or more total base, 2 to 3 HRRs tonight, because he's been cold. So he's technically due to do something. Tonight might be the night that White actually wakes up. So Garcia was kind of handling business. As you see, he had 3 home runs earlier in the month, but his HRRs were sort of kind of on point. He was getting at least 2 or more. This is my first time looking at his information though. Okay. So he might do something tonight. You know, I didn't even look at Josh because he's in the weak spot. He had 4 HRRs last night. Missed opportunity for me there. I don't think he was in the weak spot though yesterday. I think for sure Seager was though. per his data, he could maybe get 2 HRRs tonight, maybe 3, maybe a couple of total bases tonight. He might do something. I'm just kind of looking at. Okay, Roddy, you've been sort of kind of doing something, sir. Okay. He's struggling batting 7th, though. Alright, I don't see anything else. But yeah, for sure, Nick stands out once again. You know, I didn't think I looked at Tyler's stuff. Okay, so batting right, he's doing well. Decent enough on Tuesdays. Month of July, he's still been doing well. Nice, he's been doing decent enough. He could possibly get 2 or 3 HRRs, probably 2 or 3 total bases tonight. Possibility. Even though he's going against Jacob. And you know what? I did not even look at Brent. That's all I was saying earlier. Like, you know, looking at some stuff. Nice. He came through. Spencer Horwitz hit a double. You freaking bum. I think he was in the weak spot too. And he got 3 RBIs. I mentioned it in either yesterday or the stream the last stream or the stream prior that I was going to be looking to be a little aggressive for RBIs, like literally taking like 2 batters for 3. So he could have been a potential one that I didn't even consider tonight. That's what I probably might end up doing tonight as maybe my last ticket. So Rich is in a spot where he potentially could have the Cubs scoring 9+ runs on him tonight. Just even off of just the first few innings. Because I guess he's making the season debut. He's a lefty. I think Kyle, Kyle bats well against lefties. And actually against Rich, he's batting well against him. He just doesn't have any home runs against him though. Which is fine. Look at his Tuesdays. Look at that. 1.24 OPS. He still has his OPS is high versus lefties and batting second. So again, he could possibly handle business. If only I put Jazz on my what you call it, I would have been straight. But it's all right. Now Matthew, he's giving up 10 home runs to righties. He hasn't been allowing too many hits though more recently though. So Jonathan, what did you do yesterday? Okay, so yeah, back-to-back games with 3+ HRRs. He's been struggling. Interestingly enough, he's been struggling in the last 10, but he's still at least averaging 2 HRRs though. And technically, he's really for anytime he's gotten HRRs has been 3, except for the 13th. So he could probably more than likely get 3 HRRs tonight. Even if he's facing off against Matthew. Just never know. Salvador. Your boy was on a tear the last 2 games. Missed opportunity for me. Okay. Alright, because I wasn't really seeing too much. No. Saya? It's my first time looking at him. I don't know why I didn't look at it. Because I looked at, I think it was Swanson, Horner. He actually looks good at night. Month of July, good. Tuesday's great. Lefties, pretty much great. Batting third, 50-50, but his OPS is still 800. He could technically wake up because he's been on a slump. I'm curious. I'm real curious, son. Oh shoot, I can't forget about the homie. Hold on. Let me look at Moniac real quick. Look at his OPS, 1.12. He could still do some stuff tonight. He could still go yard tonight for real. So Eric. See, Eric allows hits. Now last year when they faced off against each other, he allowed 6 against Colorado, so that's good actually. Interesting, he hasn't really had any more strikeouts though. That's interesting. So Moniac. Goodman here. That's right, because I did put him down for 2 total bases because of the pitch mix and his info for real. His OPS is high on Tuesdays. Slug and everything's high. Versus righties, still good. Batting third, great. So there was a reason why I put him down for at least 2 total bases, because he actually might get it. But Moniac to me looks like the best one for real. Oh, Philly scored. Okay, so Turner has 2 HRRs. Bryce Harper has 2 HRRs. Castellanos has 2 HRRs. Kepler went. I looked at Kepler too. I glanced at him, like I did. I was looking at him. I was looking at the team earlier because he wasn't in the weak spot. I glanced at him. Why? Because he was a lefty versus a righty. But I didn't look at his info though. That's the only thing. See, I wouldn't have put him down. I would not have taken him because of his info. Dag. JT, you were in a great spot. Like I said, I glanced at Kepler. I was like, yo, he's a lefty versus a righty. Maybe he'll do something, but I didn't look at his info. And like I said, even though I'm looking at it now, I'm literally saying out loud that I more than likely wouldn't have taken him on the ticket. I did put Rami on my ticket though for three HRRs tonight because he, even though he's been struggling, he's technically kind of due to do something, and his info is in the right direction. Most of his info. And just taking a chance on this fourth spot. So we'll see. We shall see. Man, somebody hit on Ramirez hitting the home run. He launched that too. I'm watching the video of him Jazz hitting a home run. He launched that off the park, well into the stands. Oh, I missed this one. Somebody put in a what you call it? Oh, Philly just scored again. Who scored? Kyle Schwarber just hit a home run. You freaking bum. And he was in a weak spot. I didn't even look his way. I did not look Kyle's way. Man, look at his Tuesdays. Yeah, he was in a great spot for overall. I didn't put him down. I thought, that's the thing, I thought about it earlier while I was at work. When I was looking, I was like, maybe Kyle goes yard, but I don't know. Because I was still leaning towards Harper. Harper's up now. But I didn't even put Harper down on anything. So there's that. Alright, back to what I was doing. Oh yeah, so I was saying Mickey looks good. You see, you had him. So what you do? You took him off. Blue Jays just scored. Okay, Barger. Okay, Springer scored. So what happened? Springer got walked. Barger got 2 HRRs though. Oh. Acuna Jr. struck out. Okay, San Diego scored. Reyes, once again, I keep not looking his way. Every time he at least hits 2 or 3 HRRs. By the time the game ends, I keep missing out on his stuff. And then when I put him on the ticket tomorrow, he's not going to do anything because I keep missing out on the day specifically. That's my fault. Okay. Alright, so Moniak to me looks the best. I don't think I look at Tyler's info. Well, he got it for you, so you're good. Oh man, Tyler got some great numbers on Tuesdays and versus righties. Decent enough batting first. Maybe Moniak and Tyler for 3 HRRs. Let me see. Oh yeah, Yelich. Cause I was thinking about putting him down. Hmm. Oh man, they're both Julio and JP are both in a great spot. But the only thing is they're facing off against your boy who be handling business as far as strikeouts for the most part. He's struggling against righties though. Oh yeah. Shoot. Can't forget about my homie Randy, son. Hmm. I don't know. Randy might do something tonight. Nice. I looked at him and I didn't even consider him putting him down. Jorge Soler hit a home run. He was in the weak spot too. I was looking right at his stuff. Well, I didn't look at him specifically, but I looked at. He was in the weak spot, wasn't he? Yeah. Like I saw him sitting here and I didn't even look at him. So, I wouldn't do. I would not have put him down. Yeah, even looking at his Statcast, I would have been like, nah, I'm not putting him down, son. I wouldn't have taken him. Plus, he was 0-6 against Frankie. Man, I missed out. Okay, since he scored. Okay. All right. Already looked at Atlanta. I pretty much looked here. Who was I saying? Hmm. Oh. So Eduardo, he's giving up some hits against the first at bat. Let me look at Cam real quick. Says he's doing well on Tuesdays. And versus lefties. He's just struggling batting first. That's the only thing. But he could possibly get... Look, he's getting all those hits. He's getting some strikeouts, but he's getting a lot of hits. Sheesh, dude. Jose? Oh, you're actually batting well against Eduardo. You're struggling against the pitch mix, though. Okay. Yeah. So they walked Junior. Ronda struck out. But Junior Caminero scored, though. Okay. Yeah. So Tuve's been struggling. Really struggling on Tuesdays. Interesting. But he bats well against lefties. Won't hurt to look at Christian. He's been doing this thing. Pretty much. Interesting enough. He's batting well in this month. He's batting well on Tuesdays, like great, basically. Interesting that he's been like sort of kind of struggling, but still getting like 3 HRRs or more over the last 10 games. That's why I love sports, because a lot of stuff is unpredictable. You just don't know what the batters are going to do, what the pitchers are going to do, what the teams are even going to do. You just never know. Corbin, sir. Take on Fromber. So you're getting HRs, but you're 0-3 against them. You're batting great this month. See, I probably would put Cam and Carroll down for something, because they just might actually do something tonight. Oh, that won the last game already. Oh, Ryan. Ty. None of the usual suspects are in the weak spots, just the other cats. Andy's in the weak spot for the Dodgers. What is he batting? He's batting 7th. There we go. Only has 2 hits batting 7th. Okay. All right. But Andy. Not too much to write about currently. I mean, he's had back-to-back games with 3 or more HRRs, so that's actually good. But this cat finally woke up. Like, so many times I put him on my ticket from like 2-3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, like 3, 4, 5 days in a row. And he just was just like cold, son. And he finally decided to do something. So maybe in this series, this is his starting point, where he decides to wake up, start hitting some home runs, start getting on base, total bases, HRRs, 3 or 4, whatever. We'll see what happens. All right. So I said, what did I say? No, I didn't look at Jordan. All right, so I said for this ticket, I'm gonna do Tyler and Mickey Moniak. We'll do this on DraftKings. Oh shoot, the Giants just scored. Let me see. And Washington just scored. Josh Bell went yard. Ain't that some cheese? Let me see. Schmidt hit a home run. Chapman, 3 HRRs. So he back-to-back 3 HRRs because I think he hit a home run yesterday. No, he didn't. He had 4 HRRs, though. He hit a home run on the 20th. And he actually had 5 total bases that day, too. Missed opportunity. Okay. Oh, boy. Alright. Dude. DraftKings need to leave me alone with all these promos and stuff. I just want to just put my picks in and just walk away from the table. They be trying to get me to do extra stuff. Alright, so Moniak is a plus 110 for 3 HRRs. And Freeman is a 105. Plus 105, 3 HRRs. And I'm going to do, what are the other 2? No. Sheesh, I didn't even look at Jackson stuff. Wow. Okay. Sheesh, batting fourth. You're doing your thing. The only thing is that your boy, now he's struggling against righties, and Cheerios a righty. He's doing fairly better against lefties. The only two best pitches are fastball and sinker. Yeah, I think I'm take a chance on Cheerio and Randy. Cheerios a plus 195 on for 3 HRRs. Randy is a plus 215. 4-leg parlay 26.36. Locked it in. And just with that, I'm gonna call it because I'm actually like getting sleepy. I feel like I'm gonna doze off in a second. But yeah, that'll do. I got some picks in, hoping for the best. We'll see what happens. Tomorrow. Oh, that's right. Most early games are tomorrow. 12 o'clocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 night games. Most of them are 7. Yeah, 7:05, 7:07, 7:35, and then 1:08:05. All right. See, Thursday. Oh man, we got the shortest. We have the shortest. Probably the shortest slate of the entire season. Thursday, there's only 5 games on Thursday. Man, and 1 early game. My O's versus the Guardians, 1:10 on Thursday. Man. Okay. Oh man, Torkelson got 2 hits. Okay. Oh, Cruz got 2 total bases. Hayes got 2 total. Okay. All right. Yep. Got to look at stuff in the early morning, baby. Got to check them out. Got to put your picks in around like 9, 10 o'clock. Maybe even 11. Yeah. But that's the thing, I'm going to be at work. So I'm not even going to be able to, I'm going to have to try my best. We'll see what happens, how things go tomorrow. It should hopefully go a little bit better. Because I was able to set myself up for at least a little bit of a better flow toward my shift. So we'll see. All right. But thanks for stopping through, and anybody else who watches the stream later. Thank you for your viewership. If you feel comfortable sharing your picks, thoughts, or anything, leave them in the comments below. Oh man, let me look up Rob real quick for the Red Sox. Why? Because he just went yard. He was not in the weak spot. I do not remember seeing him in the weak spot. But as you see, really paying attention to the way that I look stuff, I don't just look at the weak spots. I'll be looking at all the batters. So yeah, his OPS was high. Slug was high. Still sitting on 700 for the first at bat though. Let's see. Okay. He's still green against the pitch mix, which is great. He was getting under the ball early. Well, at least versus lefties, he was getting under the ball back in late May, early June. Almost mid-June for all. Okay, so yeah, if I had looked his way, I would have put him down for 3 HRRs or 2 total base or something. I was too busy looking at Gonzalez. I think he was the only one that I looked at for the Red Sox. I didn't even look their way. I think I did look at Story earlier. I was at work. Just look at this stuff here. Maybe possibly would have put him down for 2 total base tonight. Okay. Alright, well. Either way, he hit a home run. Congrats to him. Giants are winning 4-0 right now. 4-0. Okay, Washington scored another one. So House got a run in. Pirates are winning, son. 4-0. Didn't see this coming. Horwitz has 3 hits. Dog, this is wild. 5 total bases. Missed opportunity, son. Look at that. He was not in the weak spot. Looks like he had that low, the second, no, third, maybe something like that. But per the spot, the OPS was high. Slug was high. He was a lefty versus righty. So back-to-back games. Yeah, back-to-back games of 5 or more HRRs. Second time he's had 5 or more total bases in the last 20 games. Man, he's pretty much red at all across the board. That's what I'm saying. Even when they're red all across the board, don't mean anything. They could go out here. If you really looked at a lot of this data, you could see some of these batters still could go yard twice, and they're like somebody that you wouldn't put in because the data is saying like, oh, they suck. So I didn't look at Colts stuff earlier. See, I would have probably put him down because I did put him down yesterday, the day before something. Well, currently the batters have Pirates are on the right track because they're winning 4-0 right now. Against the 5-0 right now. They just scored again. Tommy Pham singled right and Reynolds scored. So there's that. Look at this. Hordes has 6 HRRs. Reynolds has 4 HRRs. Pham has 2 HRRs. Cruz has 2. Hayes has 2. So missed opportunity to get any of those batters to do something. And I didn't even look their way. Okay, Baltimore Oilers, my O's have bases loaded. How many outs? With no outs. This hopefully they can score. But all right, I'm out. I'm gonna go lay down. I'm done looking at this stuff because I get too caught up. I'm out. So. But all right, I will holler at y'all. Maybe still tomorrow for those last 4 games, but it's gonna be probably around like 6 o'clock. More than likely a little after 6 o'clock. But I'm gonna at least set my thumbnail up. tonight for tomorrow. That way that's done. But I'm out. I'll holler at you later.